let's get going. We've got to get these groceries home.
Hey, what the?
Just the usual bills and junk. Bill, junk, bill.
Do you mind?
And one airmail.
Pretty fancy envelope. Dear Bear Family, it gives us great pleasure to inform you. Holy sweat socks! Listen to this, Mama. We got a letter from a lawyer.
Oh, dear.
It's from the law firm of Bruin, and Grizzly. And it says that Winter Grizzly has left us a gift of great worth.
Really? That's good news, Papa.
But in order to claim it, we've got to go up to the spooky old mansion on Spook Hill at the stroke of midnight.
That's bad news. It's a disgrace how this place has gotten so run down. Oh, well, come on. If all we have to do to get that great gift is go inside that old mansion, then that's just what we'll do.
Don't get excited. We saw them from the belfry. We must frighten them away.
The darlings, how do we know they mean us harm? They seem quite charming to me.
We can't take that chance.
Who has any bear-scaring ideas?
Ooh, a porcupine.
Mr. Porcupine is just as much our neighbor as all the other forest creatures.
I guess so. But all those stickers make me nervous.
Not stickers, quills. Look at it this way. He'd be a good person to have on your side if you were in trouble.
I guess so. He can shoot those quills out like little spears. Ping, ping, ping.
Shooting their quills, indeed. Wherever did you hear that?
Oh, everybody knows that.
Well, a lot of things that everybody knows just aren't true. It's simply not true that porcupines shoot their quills. Just you remember, it takes all kinds of creatures to make a forest, and we must take folks as they come.
I guess so. Ready to go home, sister?
That'll do it for the day. Thanks for helping.
It was fun. Bye, Teacher Jane. See you tomorrow.
Look at that straight arrow nerd, Brother Bear, walking his sister home. I wouldn't be caught dead walking my sister home.
But you don't have a sister.
Yeah!
Besides, you're just jealous because you got kicked off the soccer team for missing practice.
You watch your mouth. What are you trying to do?
What you said. Watch my mouth.
Well, look at that. Making friends with the little creatures. Watch this. We're gonna have a little fun. All we need is a few acorns.
Hey, what the?
Hey, brother! Hey there, come on! Yeah, 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 yeah!
Why are you doing this?
All right, you guys.
Don't waste your time on these creeps, brother.
What are you doing, sister? I had him right where I wanted him.
Ha! Go tell it to the butterflies!
Come on now. They're twice as big as you, and there's a whole gang of them. Teacher Jane says it takes all kinds of creatures to make a forest.
Maybe so, but I could certainly do without that too tall.
Well, he's one creature I wouldn't put on our good neighbors chart. Hey, speaking of neighbors, look, the woodchucks. They're moving out.
And their house is for sale.
Sorry to be losing you, Mr. Chuck.
Appreciate that, Mrs. Bear, but you see, we got a very good buy on a lovely split-level burrow in that new development to the other side of the forest.
Hey, you want to see some fancy skateboarding?
Sure, go ahead.
Here we go. The flying skateboard mid-air leap.
Very good.
If you think that's something, watch this.
Hold it there, Sonny. That's old shagbark hickory you're playing fast and loose with.
Gee, Gramps, it's only a tree.
Only a tree? Only a tree? You might have a little more respect for your elders, young'un, and that includes old shagbark here. The old shagbark hickory's important. It means something. Why, it's our roots.
Gee, Gramps, I didn't mean anything.
Hush, grandsonny. Why, Beartown was built around this old tree.
Yeah, I guess it is pretty important.
You bet your buttons, granddaughter. Why, bears great and small have been coming here since before I was knee-high to a beetle bug to scratch their backs on the wonderful shaggy bark. Arrgh. Come on, cubs, give her a try. No, not like that. Really get your backs into it. Trouble with cubs today, don't get their backs into anything.
Hey, yeah, this is pretty good.
I told you you'd like it. Good old shagbark hasn't let anybody down yet. See? Another fine Bear Country citizen coming to pay tribute to old shagbark hickory to get in touch with his feelings, to scratch his back.
Excuse me.
Huh?
Condemned? Now just hold on there, young feller. Just who do you think you are, Mr. High and Mighty, marching up and nailing signs on our tree?
He's from the Bear Country Highway Department, Gramps.
I can read. But you can't condemn the hickory. It's been around since this was nothing but wild countryside. It survived fire and flood and famine and frost and drought and war and even cubs.
No mistake. There's a new highway coming in through here, and that tree creates a traffic bottleneck. Hey, all I know is that tree has to go to make room for the new highway.
But Beartown doesn't need any newfangled highway. Who could be at the bottom of this terrible, awful, disgusting scheme? Ah, there'll be a four-way traffic light here in front of Town Hall. We'll time it extra long so everyone can look up and see the name of the new highway.
The Honorable Horace J. Highpot Honeyway. I mean, Honeypot Highway.
Right! Every time anyone in Beartown goes anywhere, they'll have to take your highway.
It's better than advertising.
Right! But here's the really good part. Think of all the money we'll make.
Money? How do we do that?
By using cheap materials, of course.
You know, maybe I could get us a meal on a duck. I mean, a deal on muck.
Right!
I don't know, boy. Most folks think Beartown's just fine the way it is.
But what about the traffic problem?
Hold it.
What's the problem? What's that have to do with us? Town meetings are grown-up stuff.
It has a lot to do with us. We're the grown-ups of tomorrow.
Well, yeah, I guess so.
The leaders of tomorrow. Why, when I grow up, I may run for mayor.
I bet Mayor Honeypot is quaking in his boots.
And the first thing I'm going to do when I'm mayor is open all town meetings to cubs.
Sister!
And so, my friends, without further ado, it is indeed an onerous privilege, an honor and a privilege, to present one of our foremost citizens, Raffish Ralph.
Honor and privilege? Raffish Ralph is one of the biggest crooks in Bear Country.
Who has a little swindle, a scheme, a plan that will be a great boon to all the bears of Bear Country.
Great boon to Raffish Ralph is more like it.
And so it is my great pleasure to present Raffish Ralph.
He's got a nerve even showing his face after some of the stuff he's pulled.
My friends, and you are my friends, this little swindle plan of mine is just the thing this community has been waiting for. Just the thing to bring in visitors. Visitors to make those cash registers ring. Just the thing to liven up this town. First slide, please. Wrong slide. That's right, friends. Giant Bat Cave, a miserable, no-account place that's of absolutely no earthly good to anybody but a bunch of worthless, squeaking bats. Well, I'm going to change Giant Bat Cave from this to this. From this to this.
Terrific! It'll bring folks to town to buy my handcrafted Bear Country furniture.
Yes, and my preserves.
I'll set up a roadside vegetable stand.
Well, folks, what do you think?
It's time to vote, folks. All those in favor say aye. Aye! All those opposed say nay.
Nay.
Why, it's a cub. Cubs aren't old enough to vote. Sister, what are you doing here?
Now, Papa.
We may not be old enough to vote, but we're old enough to think. And I think this idea of Ralph taking over Giant Bat Cave is terrible, rotten, no good, and crummy. And not only that, it's unfair.
See Papa anywhere. Shh. No names. Okay. I think it's safe to make our move. Tread quietly.
One twig snap.
One leaf crackle. And he'll be on us like a hawk. Today's the day we're finally gonna earn our trailblazing merit badges.
Just imagine. We'll be blazing a trail through a totally unexplored stretch of Bear Country.
And we're gonna do it on our own this time, without the help of the world's greatest expert.
Morning, Scouts. Where's Papa Q Bear?
Shh. And we just have to earn at least one merit badge on our own, right?
Right.
What was that? Just a bird.
The Trailblazer badge is a biggie.
Right, because nobody has ever blazed a trail through the great wilderness. Yeah, sinister swamp.
Ugh.
And impenetrable bog.
Ugh.
And grizzly gorge.
Ugh.
I think we did it. Phew.
Papa?
Thought you'd never get here. Well, come on. If you're going to earn those Trailblazer merit badges, we'd better get on with it.
But, Papa, how did you know?
Simple. I read your Bear Scout bulletin.
Papa, reading other people's bulletins?
Let's get to it, Bear Scouts. We've got trails to blaze, bugs to brave, a great wilderness to conquer. What's that? Air attack! Help! Run for your lives! Duck and cover!
Morning, Bear Scouts.
Papa, it's just Scout Leader Jane and her rented chopper.
Oh, so it is. What's she doing here?
Well, this is your big day, Scouts. I'll be observing and evaluating your trailblazing performance from the air.
Noisy busybody.
As I live and breathe Trailblazer Papa Q Bear, who, as I recall, blazed a trail through the great Brazilian jungle,
And you're right.
which eventually became the Alcon Highway.
How'd you know that?
And who found the pass through the high Andes? Why?
Why?
Because they were there!
You're right.
Now, Scouts,
You can count on me, Scout Leader Jane.
You'll be exploring places few bears have ever gone before. And I'm glad that you'll have an adult along, even if it is Papa Q Bear. Trailblazing formation for gear inspection. Map, compass, trail rations, and most important, the Bear Scout Guidebook.
Huh, you're asking me, Papa Q Bear, for a silly guidebook? I'm the one who blazed a trail through the great Brazilian jungle, remember?